Hi, I'm Rob Brown and welcome back to The Weekly, our first show ever. This story will make dog owners smile, but for those who like their houses to smell of cat piss, not so much. Doctors are warning people about the dangers of cat saliva after a woman died after her pet cat licked her wounds. If you had poisonous cats on your 2020 disaster year bingo card, cross it off. The woman in her 80s let her cat lick her wounds and a short time later died from an infection caused by the saliva. I'm sure this came as a shock to not only the woman's family, but also her makeup remover cat and her shower cat. Infectious disease specialists say they are seeing at least one person a week in Melbourne hospitals because of lethal bacteria in cat saliva. Let's face it, people, if cat saliva had any healing powers, there'd be tubs of powdered cat in every Chinese supermarket. Doctors are warning people that cat saliva can cause serious health issues such as heart failure and even blindness. And if you have a cat in your first aid box, please check the expiry date. Infectious disease specialists are advising people to avoid being licked by cats. However, Gary, an invalid pensioner from Geelong, said if there was an easier way to get peanut butter off his balls, he's all ears. A team of scientists in Victoria, the epicentre of the Australian COVID-19 pandemic, finally think they've made a breakthrough we've all been waiting for. Victoria Bitter Aftershave. An unnamed source from VB says this aftershave isn't just for men, female smokers can wear it also. We asked if this was the best time for the launch of a product. Given that VB has stated this is directed to tradies who aren't working during lockdown, to put on after a long day at a work site that's closed, to go to the pub that's shut, and to have a beer with friends he's not allowed to see, the source seemed unaware of this. The review of the product has been mixed. Some have said the mix of floral and citrus notes, coupled with sweetness of hops, makes mask wearing and social distancing essential, while others describe it as a smell you can taste. A third said it was a lot like a urinal cake, only with less cake. So if you think this is the perfect gift for your dad this Father's Day, congratulations, you've just outed your father as an alcoholic. Donald Trump has really shined a light under the fridge of the local takeaway, hasn't he? And what has scurried out from under this week? Well, we have a doctor, Dr. Stella Emanuel. Dr. Emanuel, who lives in the US, of course, the batshit crazy epicenter of the world, has made some amazing claims. She said that alien DNA is currently being used in medical treatments and that scientists are inventing a vaccine to prevent people from being religious. I thought we'd already come up with something to stop people being religious. It's called science. She also says schools are teaching children to meditate so they can meet with demons, and she also believes that gay Americans are practicing homosexual terrorism. Can you imagine that? You're in a building surrounded by people just going about your business, then boom, an amazing floral arrangement. Or you're riding the train and a piss-scented homeless person next to you gets set upon a complete makeover. But her best claim to date is a warning to all the women out there. She claims that gynecological problems are because people are having sex with demons in their dreams. So ladies, my advice to you is do what I do when I'm having sex with demons in my dreams. I never let them come inside me. I always just let them finish on my tits. Okay, I'd like to end the show with our pandemic hero of the week, a 30-year-old Sydney man who bravely ignored safety hazard warnings and dived into the Western Sydney Aquarium. Wearing nothing more than a beard that would scare most white Christian folk and a pair of underpants, he faced the monsters of the not-so-deep. Let's have a look. The New South Wales Police have charged this man with behaving in an offensive manner, opening, entering and damaging an animal enclosure, and for being too fucking hilarious. But there has been a crime committed here, and it must be taken seriously. The crime I speak of is filming your mate doing something fucking awesome in portrait. Landscape, dickhead, landscape.